Hey, this is John Lowe from the 2018 30K Challenge. Um, this is going to be a trade review on my trade on Baba this morning. Then, the difficulties and the challenges of trying to trade and work at the same time, or trade before you go to work. We all have challenges, and yeah, we just got to deal with them and manage risk. Always manage risk. Before we get into it, here's the disclaimer. I'm not a professional financial advisor. I do not have a degree in finances. Overall, I'm not a profitable trader. This is for educational purposes only. I'm not making investment suggestions, nor should anything you see, read, or listen to constitute or imply any investment advice. Always seek the counsel of your professional financial advisor before making any investment. By viewing this video, you agree not to hold Jonathan Lowe or any of my assets liable for losses that you encounter while trading the stock market in any form. This is just my theory based upon my own experience. All right, with that being said, let's get to my account. Let's see, here's Baba. I traded SPY and Baba today, basically. Entered Baba here at 331. Then I entered a SPY because I was looking short. Then I entered more of Baba 3 minutes later. And then I got two that were rejected here. Hate trading options on brokerage, trying to get in on this day trade. And then I entered finally two more. So I had four total contracts going short on Baba, okay? And then you can see here I exited one at $3, one at 375, and then my final stop I got filled at stop at $3. All right, and then I got stopped out on SPY without taking hardly any profit at all, so that's what bugged me. But you can see here I made $462 for the day. I had some other stuff on Baba, maybe filled and rejected, whatever, lost, another, I don't know, I probably gave back $100 or something like that. But anyway, that doesn't matter. Let's go to the chart and show you what happened here. So we'll go through the whole thing. This is yesterday after the market closed. I drew a bunch of lines here, and I really don't feel like drawing them. If you want to learn how to draw them, watch my video on how to draw, how to update lines on a chart on a daily basis. Real quick, this is the daily 200. I mark it right there. This is a macro pivot, which comes from this day right here on March 2nd. And it's a macro pivot because it's the low and there's no other prices around there, okay? These are pre-market lows and highs that come into play during the 5-minute chart. Right here, this is the 50% mark right here. This is the halfway distance between the high of yesterday and the low of yesterday, 50%. I'm really beginning to like this line a lot. This is a gap fill line. Here's probably the gap fill right here. Here to here, right? This is a gapped up, okay? That's what that is. 9 exponential moving average. There's that line. Daily 100. There is that line. Daily 20 and 50 SMA. Okay, those are pretty much all the lines that I use. You do have these Bollinger Bands that I'm beginning to use, sort of like them. The standard deviation on the outside, and this is basically, from what I understand, a 20 SMA, basically. All right. So let's go to the 5-minute chart. We gotta go to 5-minute chart, and let's go to pre-market action. We're gonna jump to right before the market opens, and oh, okay. So let's talk about a trade plan. Okay. You can look at the SPY. SPY was short yesterday. It broke below the daily 200, although this is Baba. So I think it's going to go down today. So it just so happened that for me, I think Baba had better profit windows to the short side than to the upside. What I'm saying is that for a stock that's $180 and $81 or $170 right here, $79. I want to have at least a $3 profit window before trading it. Okay, so and I look for a profit window based upon my technical lines that I drew. So look here, 181 to 179. That's $2. It's not enough for me, and so this gap is not enough. None of these gaps are enough. This is not enough. This is not enough. Here would be a profit window. And a lot of times what I would do is I would mark this profit window like that, okay? And when price action gets into here, it sets off an alert for me, okay? So the only profit windows that I really see is really to the short side. Now these pre-market lines do come into play, but they're not as strong. I know this 50% line is pretty strong. So from here to here, that is a $4 window. That is good enough. And then if it gets to here, it could get sucked down to the daily 200, which could be another over $1 window. So we're talking about like a $5 window here, okay, to the short side. So when I take this trade, my trade plan really is to, okay, SPY short, QQQ short, in my opinion, for the day. That's what I'm looking for. I want to take a trade as close as I can on the rejection of this 50% line. As you can see, it's coming up. It's slowly coming up. Can't go down. The 9's pushing it up. Okay, maybe you can't see it. Let me help you see this a little bit better because I know sometimes this is just not too cool. So 30, whoopsie. And let's make this a 6. That should help you see this better here. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this window too. As you can see here, Bob was climbing up, so was the SPY and the QQQs. It didn't shoot up very fast. It's finding support with the 9 as it comes up closer to this 50% line. It doesn't get above it. So to me, this is, giving me an indication that, this is, we have sellers that are not letting it go any higher. Okay, we have buyers that are buying it up off the 9 and the 20 support exponential moving average. But as it gets close to here, boom, this is right before the market opens right here, and it gets knocked down with 28,000 shares of volume. So I'm not going to get in here as it opens because this is almost $1, less than $1 away from here, and I don't want to, take a loss on that. Okay, if I get in here and then I get stopped out up here, my best shot is for it to get up here, reject. So now I know my stop is somewhere up in here, maybe 70, probably 180. 180 would probably be my stop. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'll show you, let me take this off here, how we really manage risk here. All right, 180 is my stop. I'm trying to enter around here. Let's go forward. Let's play this forward here. We're going to go one tick at a time here. Okay, there, boom. Within the first minute, I enter my first trade. Okay, so, that's a 50-cent stop here. If I enter it in here, I don't think it's going to come above there. Maybe it comes up above a little and fail. I want to give it some wiggle room, so I'm going to give it 40 cents wiggle room, okay? Now, the way you control this with options, because sometimes they move a little volatile, you pull a BA and you go to the trade, and I like trade the since this is only day trading, I'm going to try to buy the cheapest options. We do have some more time decay that hits this, but hopefully I'm in and out of this thing before time decay really affects me. I am going to look. I don't want to look for 90, 95, 60, 70, 80 deltas, because for every dollar it moves, it's going to move 70 cents, 78 cents, 88 cents. So in this case, I'm really trying to look for, deltas that move 50 cents or 40 cents like this, okay? Right? So for every dollar it moves 50 cents. So let's say if I trade the 175s. And what did I trade today? Today, yep, look at that. I traded the 175s. How do you like that? I'm actually doing what I'm actually telling you to do. So going back to the trade, So if I take one contract at 54, one contract here at $3.30, and my delta is 54 cents, going back to the chart, if this goes up from here, so let's say this is 50, stops me out at 80, it goes 50 cents. If I get stopped out at 80, that means the stock price moved 50 cents, so it moved half a point. So if that moved half a point, that then tells me that I'm only down about $25 on this trade. Does that make sense? That's how you manage risk using options and using the strike price, okay, and the deltas to help you out here. If that's too much for you, hey, go down to 29 deltas, or 40 deltas. You only lose 25, you lose 20, okay? Use this to manage your risk. Okay, going forward, going back to here now. Let's see. So it goes, let's move forward here. It goes down, I'm happy. It goes down, I'm happier, but I'm only, probably up. I don't know if I get in around here at 50, we said 79.50. I'm up 75 bucks. 75 bucks, great, it's going my way. I'm thinking about adding more. This is a good sign, but I don't want to add down here yet, okay? I'm looking for the 1 minute 9 EMA to cross VWAP, okay? And actually, let's pull up VWAP back up here. I gotta put VWAP back here. Okay, there's VWAP. And actually, let's go to a 1 minute chart since I'm talking about it. Let's gonna go boom, 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 boom. Hope I'm not going too fast for you guys, but if I am going too fast, well, sorry. You're gonna have to go to my other videos and see the other videos and get caught up because I want to go fast. Let's see here. I want VWAP to pull up, and sometimes I gotta squish this down here. Sorry about that. Let's see here. Hopefully VWAP shows now. VWAP is not pulling up here. Oh, there's VWAP. Great. Okay. So let's readjust this. 46. Let's go 7. All right, so we can see this a little bit better. So I entered my first one here. As this came back up here, this looked good going down. It finds support right at the bottom of pre-market macro pivot, which I didn't really mark. Maybe it didn't. It went all the way down here. Well, where it closed yesterday, it found support. But this is the very low of it right here. And then this was the very high, which I didn't adjust. But regardless, it found support right here at 177.47. And I was thinking about getting back in more here. Thought I missed it. Second chance. Luckily, I waited. It came all the way back up here again. And it began to reject, so I added a few more. Maybe one more, I think. Okay. And what I'm really looking for is for this on this 1 minute chart for the 9 EMA to cross VWAP. There's VWAP. Here's the 9. Okay, once I get a good cross, or actually we're beginning to get a cross of it. I know I got it here, but this is too early. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. Let it come back up, retest one more time, because I don't want to add here. I got one contract here. If I add 3 or 4 down here, at let's say $178.80, $178, it comes back all the way up here. I'm down 1.5 points times 50 cents, so I'm down $75 per contract. So if I added 4 contracts there, I'm down, several $100s, and I hate my account being red at all. I just despise that. So luckily I showed some patience and I added here, And on the second time it broke the 9 crossing VWAP here, I said, good, we're in good shape here. Here's a quick little retest. And this is the rejection right here I'm looking for. I'm going to use this as my stop now, okay? Because I'm going to add size here. Well, a little bit of size. I didn't add a whole lot of size, but as this broke down here, I added another 2 contracts, giving me 4 contracts. I think I added 1 here, another 1 here, and then I added 2 here, because once the 1 starts crossing VWAP, I'm expecting the 2-minute 9 EMA, because I do a lot of stuff with the 9 EMA, to follow suit. Okay, if the 1's coming down, the 2's coming down too, and the 5 minutes coming down behind that. And we're getting into this open chart here. We're getting away from here. This is, double top here showing weakness. This doesn't make a new high. That shows weakness. Okay, so this is all looking good for us. We got 2 good starter positions here. We want to add now to really sweeten the pot here. So as this comes up, breaks above it, rejects, boom, I'm adding 2 here, and I get this nice flush down this way. And now I'm just enjoying the ride. I'm sure I took 1 contract off over here somewhere, because now we're looking at $3. If you look at the activity, at $3. Where's that? There's 3. There it is right there. At 7:01 and 7:13. Okay. So let's go to this and we'll show you 7:01. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. I buy 1 back there, and 7:13. Like right when I'm walking out the door, I'm like, I'm out of here. I gotta go to work. I'm getting late. Boom. I get filled on this one right here. Okay. And that is a sweet move. That is a sweet move. So I got 2 up here. So 179.50-ish. Took my first profit at 176. There's your profit window that comes into play. You're looking at a $3.50 window. 3.5. That's $1.50. I'm up $1.50. $150 on my first profit take right here. I wait for another. Let's see. This is almost $1. 176.13. 174.80. Yeah, I guess so. 160. Yeah, that's almost $1. So I add another dollar, so I'm up another 50 cents on top of that. I don't know, whatever that is. And but here's where I blew it. Absolutely blew it. I had to get going. I really should have just taken the whole darn thing off, because this thing is already going to drop from the high over here, 179.53 to 174. That's 4.5, 5 points or something like that. It should consolidate, and I didn't think about it. I didn't think about it. I was just trying. I don't know. Anyway, so I sort of blew it. This is huge level where it's going to find support. It's already dropped. It's got to consolidate. I should have just took it all off here and just happy as heck, taken off the last 3 contracts at $3.70 something cents, right? So I probably I don't know what tick did I enter it in at. I entered in at 205, and then I added 2 more at 219. So dude, my average is like 210 or something like that. So I exit at 375. 375 minus, let's say, 219 times, whoops, we'll go equals 104 times 300. So that's yeah. I did great. I did great. Would have just cleaned this thing up, but I screwed it up. Anyway, going back, I ended up getting stopped out. I adjusted my stop to $3. So by the time this thing hit over here or over here, I got stopped out, because this is the $3 mark. Let's say I got stopped out over here. Whatever, it doesn't make a difference. Got stopped out, pissed off. That I didn't just take everything off of here and just wait for the reset. But anyway, you just make your decisions. Only thing I knew for sure is that I wasn't going to lose on this trade. if I, got short there, maybe I got short there, and I probably added two more right about here, here-ish, something like that, probably, right? One, two, three, four, and then, I recognize a profit window. That's, all of these things, all these little things that I do are just hugely, hugely important to you being a profitable day trader. All right, guys, I hope that makes sense to you guys. The only other trade that would have been great to take if I could have took would have been right here, you know, right here on this retested VWAP. VWAP is a huge level. What you could have done, what I might have suggested, as if this retest VWAP, get in one contract here, and as it breaks through and you sort of do the same thing, well, VWAP's way up here now. So you're not going to be able to do the same thing as we did in the first trade. And VWAP's a little bit lower on this one, I believe. Maybe not. See, yeah, this is actually VWAP right here. So here's VWAP on the one. Add one here. You come down, find support. You're still in good shape. You might want to add one more here, right? So what are you looking at? Above VWAP, above here is your stop. So entry, swing, entry, stop. See stop price. Stop price, I go for 50 cents, a little bit above that. So you enter one here, you got 20, 25 cent stop. No big deal. 25 cents on a 50 delta. What is that? It's nothing. It's a quarter of 50 cents. So you're talking what, 15, 16 cents? It's nothing. $16. Comes down, goes up. You want another rejection. It rejects a little bit more. Yeah, we are trading against the 9, okay? Which is the reason why we're not adding big size here. Because we don't know if the 9 is going to stop us out and it keeps going up. So, but we want to start something because we know VWAP is a significant level to get short off of. So one here goes down, comes back a short, one more here, and then now what we're looking for is this open window again right here. Okay? I mean, yeah, we're still in profit window here, but this is the open chart right here. This is messy in here. Look at all these lines in here. You got, the Bollinger Band, you got 20 EMA, 9 EMA. We want to take small size here because anytime the price action hits here and finds support, it's going to shoot up here. But once you start clearing here, this is where we might want to add, another one. You might want to add one more here, or, definitely as it gets down here, you can really try to swing for the fence here. You can say, hey, what is going on here? Now below the macro pivot, 9 EMA is coming down. It's coming down, retest, it fails down below. If you're going to swing for the fences anywhere, this is where you swing for the fences, okay? You're already up. Let's see, you add one here, it's 176.15. You want the 9 EMA to push this through on the 1-minute chart and the 2-minute chart. 175.34. So you're almost up 1 point. So let's say you got 2 contracts, you're up $100. You're up $100. If you add 2 more here or 3 more here, your stop is gonna be back above here. Okay, you gotta trust your indicators. It's falling into this sort of open window. It's a small window. It's only like $1. Okay, but we know it's gone through here before earlier in the day, and it ends up going even further down there later on. But if you're going to do it, maybe add 1 or 2 more. Maybe you don't have to add all that much more, but boom, you get the nice flush, you take profit, it comes back up, retests, you're already profitable. Maybe you took half. You don't, your stop is still above here. It begins to fail again. You could add back again, maybe, but now the 9's coming up, whatever. And then you end up getting another nice flush here. So what is this flush? This flush is from 175 to 173. So yeah, this is 2.2, 2.2 points, 2.2 times 50-cent deltas. You're talking a whole dollar, and a whole dollar times, whatever contracts you took. Okay. So, yep. Anyway, that's it. That's all I got to tell you. I hope this makes a lot of sense. Um, watch some more of my videos. Tell me how you like them. It's really important to do all of the steps I'm talking about. Okay. Identify your profit windows, draw the technical lines. Don't just say, oh, here's a profit window, here's a profit window. You have to have your profit windows drawn out by technical lines. It's hugely, hugely important. Don't make them up yourself. Let the chart tell you where the profit windows are based upon your technical analysis. That is the biggest thing that I'm learning and getting used to, and it's making a huge difference in my trading. Okay, guys. Anyway, getting back to this. Hey, if you like what you see, if it makes sense, if it's really educational, tell me that you like it. Tell your other friends. Subscribe to my channel. Tell your buddies. Check out. You guys are probably part of FocusTrades.com. We teach you how to swing trade, and check out my buddy Taylor Horton. Great guy. And we'll talk to you guys later in the chat room. Bye.